Hi everyone, Steve here. Well, welcome to another video. I'm back in the shed. I'm sitting down. Hopefully I'm feeling a lot better today and I won't have to be doing as much editing as my previous video with all the lights. And you might be wondering why I've got one of my lights just sitting on a little bench, makeshift bench I've got here. My little wireless microphone went flat. So I've got it plugged into it and I've got it charging up, so it's still picking the sound up. So like I said, you can charge off these, which is absolutely fantastic. They really work good in emergency. Thanks everyone for watching my video. I really appreciate it. But getting to today's video is going to be about a product that was sent out to me, and I think it's a product that most of us either have these days or thinking about having. And we might not have the best one on the market, or we might have a really good one. A lot of cars do come out with things like this now, but it's actually a dash cam. And I think they are a really important piece of equipment, because you never know when you might need to have some footage of either an accident, theft, or something like that. And the best way to protect your property and your finances is by having some footage that either confirms what you are talking about to your insurance company, or if you need to prove someone else was either in the fault or someone has tampered with your property. We all have cameras in our houses these days to protect our homes, so why not have it in our vehicle, especially if you're traveling a lot. If you're going to hit the road and you've got a caravan or something like that, it's one of those products that you probably don't think about, but it's worth spending a few dollars on to make sure that you are covered properly. Now, I'm actually shooting this video right now on a dash cam. It was sent out to me by a company. I'm going to talk about it today and show you this particular product because it looks absolutely fantastic. And I can tell you this little dash cam is absolutely amazing. Now, the camera lens on this dash cam that I'm using, you can tell by the footage from me, this has not been cleaned up in any way. It's actually 2.7K resolution, and it has a rear facing camera that you can put on the back window of your car as well, which is 1080p. So I'll go through all the specs and I'll show you the product in a minute, but I thought I'd start the footage off, or the video off, and I'd use the footage from the dash cam. And just to show you that here's my other camera that I've had sitting here, and there's the dash cam there sitting up on my tripod. And yes, I am recording it simultaneously, or I hope I got that right, simultaneously with this camera here, because I still needed to use my microphone, which has just fallen down off that camera. But this does have voice recording, but it's only good if you got it inside the vehicle and it picks up your voices when you're talking in the car. But I thought I'll use my good audio. That's why I'm charging it up, why I mentioned it at the start there. But let's get into it. We'll be back in a second. I'm going to go get myself a drink. I'm feeling a lot better than what I was in my last video, but I'll get the cameras all changed over and we'll get back into it, eh? Cheers everyone, see you in a second. Well, welcome back everyone. I've got my cameras all swapped over and I have the other camera basically boxed back up again. I have installed some of the parts already because I thought I may as well do it while I got the camera out. But I'll quickly go through what was in the box and tell you a little bit about the camera. Eh? So let's get into it. We'll lift the lid off and we'll get the cameras out first. So I'll get the rear lens out. Now there was a little styrofoam piece in here. I left it in the car, so I just threw the cameras in here, but it was in a little, I'll see if I can find a photo because I did take some footage with the styrofoam piece and put it up on the screen there. But there is your rear camera there. So that is the 1080p rear camera. Nice and sleek, doesn't take up much room. It's got a USB-C connection in the back there. That's all you need to do to power this up. And this camera also has about a 360 degrees that you can turn this around. So if you've got a bit of a funny angle on the back window of your car, you can adjust this lens right around to get it focused where you want to go, put it. This has a 160-degree viewing angle, so out that way. So it's going to pick up most things either side of the back of your car. So when you're reversing out, you can actually bring up the rear camera if you want to on this little screen. So you want to just check the back of your car to make sure no one's standing behind it, especially if you're backing out of a driveway or something like that. I know most modern cars these days have rear cameras, but if you are buying this for an older car that hasn't got a rear reversing camera, this may help you out as well. Always pays to have plenty of cameras. I think I've got about 4 of them in the back of my car that I can look at any particular time. But that's the rear camera there, nice and sleek, nice and small, just sticks up with 3M tape with a little thing on the back of it. Now this is the front camera here, so there's that Sony S.A.W sensor that I was talking about on the front there. Now that little lens there, it does tilt up a little bit and down a lot, and it also goes from side to side to give you a better viewing angle. Now that angle, because most cars do have a fairly sloped windows these days, so if you're setting that on a windscreen, say of that angle there that I'm holding it, you can still pull that lens down pretty well flat so that you get that full 165 degrees of your 2.7K recording on that front camera. Now there is a front piece that goes on here. I've already got it installed in the car. I'll show you that when we go to the car, when I show you the install. But this camera here just clips into it, and that's where your power socket is. That's where your USB-C power cord goes into. Do not put your power cord into this part of the camera. Put it into the piece that goes on the front of this. There's a USB-C port there. That is to connect the rear camera to this camera so that it sends all the information to this and records simultaneously your front and your rear footage at the same time in case you want to look at any of your footage. So it does record both front and back all the time. Doesn't matter which view you've got up on the screen, whether you've got the front camera, the back camera, both cameras. It records both cameras at the same time. It records this one in 2.7K and the rear one at 1080p. There is a micro USB slot on the side of the camera there. You can put up to 512 gigabyte card in there. Now you can get this card out at any time as long as the camera is not running. Make sure it's not powered on when you take the card out, and then when you put the card back in, it's one of those spring releases, so push it in, keep your finger on the end of it, make sure it's clipped in properly, otherwise the card will shoot out all over the place. There is a tiny little reset button in the side there as well, in case you've got to reset it, and you also got your USB-C to plug your rear camera in. Now it does say rear on it. Again, don't plug the power cord into this part of the camera. On the other side there's just some vent holes, same on the top, and it's a snazzy looking camera. On the back you've got all your controls if you want to get into any of the menus. I'll quickly show you some of the menus on this when I get it in the car and get it powered up, but you can also connect through your phone, through the app. There is an app that you can download, the Vantrue app, and you can control everything on this camera. You can control kilometers an hour, miles per hour, how long you want it to record for, 1 minute, 30 seconds, loop recording all the time. You can change, there's a million different settings you can change in it. So it also has voice activation, so when you've got this camera running, when it turns on, if you need to take a photo, you can say take a photo, and it will take a photo. And you can also say things like could you please stop recording or something like that, and it will do that. You don't have to say the please, obviously. The reason I said that is because if I say those other two words while I'm using this camera that I'm recording on, it will shut down. I learnt that lesson there a minute ago, so that's why I didn't say those two words. I used the please in front of it. The little orange symbol in the back there, that will have a green light on if it's got power to it, and it'll flash if it's recording. So you can get a hardwire kit for this camera to hardwire it to your car. There is other features in the camera as well that will detect people if they're around your car at night. If they try and break into it, it will turn on, but it does need a power source to do that. It also has low voltage protection for your car battery as well. It does say, I'm having trouble finding anything in the menu about the battery and that on this. It does say somewhere on the box I was reading there a minute ago, somewhere, let me find it. It does say a super capacitor. I'm not sure exactly what that is because the instruction manual that with it doesn't really say much about what a super capacitor is. But going off other videos, it's actually some way that it charges up a battery inside the camera so that it holds power inside the camera. If I find anything else out, I'll let you know in future videos, because I will do a follow-up one a few months down the track and tell you whether I've had any problems with this camera. But for the moment, this is just an unboxing setup video and telling you about this camera in case you're interested in it. I do have one concern when I was mounting the camera. I'll tell you more about that when we go to the car in a minute. But like I said, you also get in the box, you get your USB-C cords to run it to the rear of the car. You also get your power cord in here. That's your USB-C power cord with a cigarette lighter plug. You get a couple of stickers if you want to stick them up on your car and tell everyone you got a dash cam. You get some wipes to clean your window. You also get some extra sticky pads. You get the little your screen protectors for your phones. You get a little protector thing that's an anti-static one that you can stick up on your glass before you stick the camera to it. And there's also a little warning thing in here, which is what I was talking about earlier, telling you not to put the power cord into this. Put it into the piece that clips onto your windscreen. Okay, so that's about it. One last thing, you do get this little tool here for prying back your moulding and that around your car. This is really handy. So once you use it, don't lose it, because you might have other cords that you want to use one day, but that there is absolutely fantastic as well. I'm going to go complete the mounting of the rear camera, put the front camera in. We'll go in, we'll show you what I've done, and we'll finish off, eh? Cheers everyone. Okay, we're inside the car. Now, like I said earlier, I have already mounted the backing piece. So that is the backing piece that the camera clips into. And I've got the anti-static thing on the back of it. Now the power cord, like I said, goes into this piece here. That is the rear camera one. This is the power cord, which runs down to the cigarette lighter socket. It has got a USB port in the top of it as well. But the reason I mounted it on there was for two reasons. One is because I have a few cracks and star chips in my windscreen, and I'll have to get that replaced. And I didn't really want to put it up on the front windscreen and then have to re-stick it all back down again. And the other reason was my concerns about my window being really up and down, and this camera here not having a lot of tilt. So this camera will fit on the windscreen like that, but this lens, I'm doing this one-handed because I'm holding my camera, that is pushed all the way up to the top. So let me just show you if I can. So if my windscreen's like that, you can see the angle the camera is pointing. It's pointing down, so it would be pointing down at the ground. This is probably a con with this particular camera for my car, but most modern cars these days have really slanted front windows, so you'll have no trouble at all. If you got a normal car with a normal slanted front windscreen, this camera will be perfect. But for me, the reason I put it up on here, so now I'll show you how it clips in while I've got hold of it. So you put that up in there and you clip it in till it locks. Then you can put it in your rear camera, which clips into just there. That's it. That's the camera mounted. Now, that little tool I used, I run all the cords up over my visor, and then I've got it running behind the trim. I'll show you where it goes in the back. We'll have a look at the rear camera and show you where it goes there. And the power cord is up under the front window there, runs along behind the visor, and you can just see it poking out down around the door pillar there and running down to here. So very simple and sets up really easy. We'll go have a look at the rear camera, then we'll come back to the front here and we'll power this up, and I'll quickly show you the app, show you some footage at night, and we'll finish up. Cheers. Okay guys, this is where I've put my rear camera. I've just got it stuck. I cut a little piece out of here once before because I've got a tinted back window, and that's my other camera that I have in the back of the car. But this is the Sonnet S1 Pro camera, and like I said, you can tilt that 360 degrees. I've just got the cord running over through the trim here and running all the way along there, all the way along the front of the car there to the other camera. So that easy. Cheers. Okay, we're back in the car again. Before I go on any further, I forgot to mention too when I was talking about why I put it up on the revision mirror, you know, the cracks, blah, blah, blah. My straight windscreen, like I said, I was really worried about the angle of the lens on the front there. So you can see there now, I've actually got it so it's pointing right down. I'll just move that lens all the way up. And also the reason I put it on here is I've got a little bit more adjustment that I can pull that revision mirror forward and get the angle of that lens pointing out the front of the car where you want it. You want to see out there that 165 degree view. You want to, what I'm seeing now, you want to be able to see through this. I don't use the revision mirror much because even though my shade thing has fallen down because I was showing you that other rear camera, I can't normally see out the back of the car, but I have that extra screen up there. So let's turn the ignition on and you'll see the green light come on the camera there. There we go. Hopefully my Apple CarPlay doesn't turn my phone off because I'm using my phone to record this little bit. So there you go, Ventura come up, and there you can see out the front screen of the car. Now I'll just wiggle this lens around and show you, so you can move that front lens all over the place, get a better angle, get it so it's looking straight. And before, like, if I would have put it on the front windscreen, that's probably my recording angle I would have had. So it would have been pointing right down at the bonnet, but at least now, with it put up like that, I can see all the way up to my back shed up there. So it's got a really good angle and a really good wide angle. So it does record when you first turn it on. You can notice the little green symbol here is flashing. To turn the record, it always records as soon as the car turns on. So as soon as you turn it on, it's recording. It's giving you all the details up on the screen, what it's doing. You got your kilometers an hour here. You can set it that for miles an hour if you're in a country with miles per hour. Tells you whether the GPS is working. Now I've got it set just to switch off after a couple of seconds, but there you go there. You can also say things like show rear camera. So there you go. I've got that camera a bit high. I'll have to adjust that down because I was fiddling around with it. Show front camera. Show both cameras. So there you go. Voice control can show you all the cameras, front camera, rear camera, all that sort of thing. So you can get into the menu on this, but to do that, you got to turn the recording off. So just press the little camera thing there. That stops recording. And then you can press this one over here, the three little lines. That takes you into the menu. Then you press up and down to scroll through all the menus if you want to check your files out. Set up recording and go to settings, system settings. So press the green button, and then you can go through all your things: Wi-Fi, voice control, format SD card, time and date, everything. Anything you want to do, you can do it through this little screen here. It's quite user friendly, quite easy. If you want to go back, press the three little lines, goes back, then press the up and down things to if you want to go into your files. There you go, event video, parking video, normal video. Yeah, so you can go through and check any of your files and all that. You may have to do it through the app, but that's how you get into that. To go back, just press the back button. It'll go back, press it again, it'll go back, and it will start recording again. We'll get into the app now. We'll have a look at that, and I'll just do a screen recording and show you that, and that'll be the next thing. Cheers. I'll just turn that off. Camera will come on. We'll go to the app. There's the Vantrue app. Confirm, connect your device. It'll ask me to join, so we'll join up. It's pretty quick and easy. Facebook always puts up messages when you don't want it to. So as you can see, we are mirroring what's on the screen up here on our camera. You can see that up on the screen. I'll just press stop recording. You'll see it stop recording because we can't enter the menus while we're recording. So if we want to go into the settings, we press the little settings button up on the top right hand corner there, and you can see everything there: sync phone, HDR, rotate display mirror, lots of different things, GPS, speed, all sorts of stuff that you can do in the app. You can also change your camera, rotate it around to the rear camera, do it again, front camera, back camera, which I've still got to fix, and both cameras probably. There you go. You can also, if you want to, it's recording again because I've hit the cameras. We'll stop recording again, and we will press the photo button, and that's where you can go into your photos. It's coming up this time, so if you want to have a look at, you know, normal, all your footage that's on your camera, there's tons of it there. You can see it's recording every 3 minutes, and you can see all the dates. You can go to event. It'll if it thinks something that was important, it'll show you that. Parking mode if you're parked up, and photo mode when it takes a photo. So there are all the photos that it's taken. Bring that one up on the screen. So there's a shot of the night. You can actually see there how clear it is taking a photo at night. There's one with a bit of rain on the car during the day. Bit of rain out the rear camera there. It's taken a rear photo as well. So every time you say take photo, it actually takes a front photo and a rear photo. Whoa, take that one off the screen, Steve. Lots of different photos on there. That's a bit of a blurry one out the rear of the car because I haven't got a windscreen wiper, but pretty easy to, I'm pretty sure too it does do GPS as well, so you can see where you are, all that sort of thing. But we'll go back into the shed now and we'll finish off, eh? Cheers everyone. So there you go there. The Sonnet S1 Pro from Vantrue. Quite really easy to set up in the car. Got some great features on it. Like I said, 165 forward facing front camera at 2.7K, rear camera 1080p, 160 degree. Put a 512 gig card in it. It has lots of other features in it. Get online, check them out. I will leave a link in the description to this camera. They also have lots of other cameras in their range if you want to check them out. Thanks to Vantrue for sending it out to me. Absolutely amazing, guys. I will do a follow-up review and tell you how this is all going. But so far, really impressed with it. The video footage is excellent. Like I said, they are really a necessity these days. If you are touring or just traveling around, it could save you a lot of money if an accident happens. Also, as a security device, if someone does try to break into your vehicle. So definitely worth getting for that aspect. Could save you a lot of money arguing with the insurance companies. But if you've got any questions, queries or comments, leave them down below and I will get back to you. Stay safe, look after each other, and I will see you on the next one. Cheers everyone. I'll put some footage up right at the end here now of me driving around with a little bit of music so you can see the footage of the camera. Bye. Stop recording. everyone.